And it's a possibility, but he's not able to. So Gplay will actually be able to take that knife round, and you'll likely see them move over to CT, which they do. So we're going to get the pistol round underway here shortly, and we'll see if Gplay can use the CT side to their advantage. If they let Team Rock get the same kind of lead on T side, then they may end up finding themselves at another loss here. So they're going to need to be avoiding that exact scenario and hold Team Rock down as well as they can before Gplay has to take T side themselves. So starting off, we see a typical setup from CTs. Actually, they've got a pretty heavy B stack right now, which it's not too difficult as a terrorist with those Tech 9s. Oh, great headshot there from Dreamer. It's not too difficult to get out onto that B site and rush the site and put those Tech 9s to use. So that's why you see those B stacks early on, but you'll see exactly the weak point that it creates as the bomb is already on A site with ease, and they're going to get a plant there without losing a single man on site, and Razy with that fading headshot. Bodito responding as well with a kill onto Spy Leader. It's a 4v3 right now. Gplay is going to have a difficult time on this retake. They've got a man sitting on bomb. Victor gets taken out by... Flashy has changed his name to Man of the Match, so that's who you see there, who was able to pick up the kill onto Victor and finishes off Dreamer as well. So Team Rock starting off this match just like they did the last one, and they get that first win on T side.
Yeah, I mean, the same CT pistol as on Dust 2 from Gplay. They went for the B stack and fast. A side. I mean, it was a nice idea by Gplay again, and they got the opening kill, but the retake was uncoordinated and it was not well executed, and Rock punished that and won this important T pistol. Now they need to convert all of this, and they will have a decent cushion on the T side if they manage to win 1 or 2 gun rounds, and then they will be actually able to win the second map. So they started very well, they're just what they needed, and they got it.
Exactly, and we'll see if they're able to continue. If anybody's actually going to peek through, but they're making the smart choice. They've got the bomb down in Vince now, and that's a very bad place for bomb to be when you're the last man standing, because in order for Zen to get to it, he's going to be forced to go into the mid lane, and he's got 3 opponents to face there. Well, 2 there right now. That NKL is actually pushing through B site to see if Zen is just going to sit back and save. I mean, he's got that Galil, he's got that, but Gplay stopping them on this second round here is going to be big news for themselves, because finding damage to Team Rock, in fact, not a bit of damage, that's going to do a lot of damage to them. You'll see them all sitting below $2,000 as Gplay, after winning that round, they'll be able to force up and be able to put a ton of pressure onto Rock here.
Yeah, I mean, it was for them after winning the T-pistol to lose the second. I mean, it was indecisive push, and they didn't know what to do, and they got picked off one at a time, and not very good decision for them to actually do that. If you want to battle these pistols and armors, you need to group up, throw everything you can, and just exchange in the site, and then go for the after plant positions and win the round. They didn't do that, and Gplay punished them, and now it's 1-1, and the momentum is back on the CT side.
Exactly, and going through smoke like they did, they basically put each of their heads against the 5-7 of who was it? I think it was NKL up in Vince. NKL up in Vince there. So he didn't have 2 to 3 members there. So great gameplay by him. We'll see if Team Rock can pick it up this third round rather. Even though it is a save round for them, they have those Tech 9s, and they even forced up with armor. So we'll see if they can make that work in their favor. Right now, they're going to be pushing out onto A site, and with Spy Leader, NKL, and Bubble all on site, they will have their work cut out for them. Spy Leader getting 2 great kills, putting that AK that he had picked up to use, and he's going to come around, check out the default plant spot, and gets a third kill for himself as well. Zen making him work for it, but Dreamer coming up from behind through Z, and he was actually the last man standing there. Spy Leader was finally picked up on site, but Gplay taking that third round. But man, Team Rock putting a big hit on Gplay's finances there on that save round. Good save round overall for them.
Yeah, I mean, they had a decent round. They could actually have taken this round, but they didn't get rid of Spy Leader, who was on that ladder heaven thing, and he picked up 3 kills, which was more than enough to win the round. And then Dreamer, with a fast rotation, just picked up the last 2 kills. Decent round overall, but they could have actually taken this. And now they're pushing B side.
Yeah, they're going to try to go for it, but we see as the smokes drop and their grenades fly, they're actually gonna sit back for a little bit right now, but CT's time to rotate. I mean, they can hold these corners and get some good picks, but Gplay's not getting that aggressive. Spy Leader sitting mid right now, hoping to be able to put that MP9 to use. They're trying to flash him out, trick him out, make him think that they're coming. But right now, Team Rock's just sitting there. They know exactly where they're at, and they've got 4 men ready to respond.
Wow.
Yeah, and they're all pushing through together. Man, that fire, though, oh, man, that rush onto site with the Tech 9s and even the SMG. They've got the M4s in hand now. NKL's the last man standing. What a great entry from Team Rock. I did not expect that with that Molotov that was thrown that actually was able to pick up a kill. Great entry from Rock, and they show that they deserve to win this round.
Great execution of that B strat, and there was no reaction from the CT's design strat. You can see they practiced the smokes, practiced the flashes, and excellent execution. And it was a clean round. You can see nobody died on the T sides. Nobody even lost too much HP. And who was that? I think Dreamer was flashed, and he burned to that in that headshot position. So excellent round for the terrorists. And if they can continue with this kind of plays, they can actually win 5 or 6 or maybe more rounds on the T side, which should be enough.
Yeah, with a lead like that on T side on cash, then that definitely puts you in an advantageous position. And right now, Team Rock showing that they've got what it takes to take this win from Gplay. Early on here, we see as Bubble sitting back with that scout. Gplay doing everything that they can to keep that pressure on Team Rock, but they are failing miserably as Razy runs into sight with that M4, picks up 2 quick kills, and A site can be easily taken. But Dreamer sitting in the back doing some real damage. Razy stepping around, able to get the kill onto Victor, but Dreamer still a lot for them to deal with. Bubble's still standing as well. Bonito finally picking up that kill, but not before being dropped to 5 health. Bubbles got that scout, and he is picked up by Razy. So Team Rock taking that round. It was a bit of a rough job for them getting out onto that site, but they do put it 3-2.
Yeah, Dreamer did tremendous job that site next to that door, but there was no follow-up from any rotations because all of them just died. And if there is somebody to set up some kind of crossfire with him, I think Gplay could actually won that round, but there was nobody there, and it was basically all for nothing. I mean, it's not for nothing. He kind of took down 1 or 2 guys and maybe did some economical damage, but at the end, the round was for the Rock, and now they are ecoing, and it's going to be 4th round for Hungarian team.
Yeah, and Spy Leader's alone on site for a moment there. He ends up getting picked up, but a quick rotate from the rest of the CTs is not going to be enough, as all 5 members of Team Rock are still left standing, and it's looking like Bubble's just going to have to hope for some good connections here with that USPS. The bomb still not down quite yet. Bubble actually getting his first kill there. Not quite able to secure that second one, though, and with his magazine slowly draining, it's suddenly a 7-2, or he's only got, about 17 bullets left here, so he's going to have his work cut out for him if he actually wants to make something happen, and he can't, as Razy gets that headshot through Truck, bringing it 4-2 in favor of Team Rock, and it's looking like Team Rock maybe actually be able to shut this this full series out here with a 2-0 if they keep up this gameplay.
Yeah, they are playing really decent. They have a decent decisioning. They are switching from A to B and keep putting the pressure on the both sides of the map, so there is no like premature rotations from the CTs or any guessing or any like shenanigans from the CTs. They are putting the pressure on both sides and keeping the 3 two guys on the B side, one guy in the middle, and two guys on the A. And when you have all that informations, you can execute your strat very well on both sides because the rotation is so slow, and that's because you put the pressure on the earlier rounds, and they need to be there because they don't know what's going to happen, and they can guess.
And look how effectively Team Rock is using these smokes and Molotovs to their advantage. They're making sure that all of those areas that you would typically find your enemies are going to be Molotoved off. And man, it is pushing Gplay out into the open, and Team Rock is making them pay for it with a 4-3 round right now. They're going to be able to get that bomb put down, as Victor, Bubble, and Dreamer are going to do everything that they can to get back out onto the site, but they're going to have a tough retake at stake for them. Victor, or Bubble rather, almost able to flick up and grab a kill there, but Victor's going to be the one to stop both. So, and Bubble didn't check his corner well enough as Zen grabs the kill from the side before being picked up by Dreamer. It's now a 1v2. Victor versus both these guys, but he's able to get that first kill, looking for a gun on the ground, and he can't find it. He's left with just his knife, unfortunately, as Razy is able to finish him off, putting it 5-2. If Victor had held on to his pistol, it may have been out of ammo. I wasn't sure there, but man,
yeah,
Max
he was out.
dropped all of his guns.
Yeah, he had like 0 bullets on that M4, and there was nothing he could do at that point. And even if he had the bullets, he couldn't actually kill them because he was behind the smoke and the bomb was far away and the round was like in favor of Rock 100%. And now they're echoing again with some pistols and smoke. They're trying to get some entry kills, or maybe with some, maybe a round even with that smokes and pistols. So Rock needs to be careful now. They need to group up if they want to avoid that second round scenario again.
Exactly. They're going to need to keep playing it safe. At this point, this round in particular shouldn't be too difficult for them to pull off. Right now, we've got 2 men on B site sitting in checkers right now. 2 on A and the typical default with 1 mid, but Bomb hasn't actually decided anything while the man mid starts his rotate, but Spy Leader getting that kill onto Zen before Bubbles dropped by both. So it's a 4v4 right now. The Bomb over towards B site, and lots of close action happening in that area as both Spy Leader and Victor get very aggressive, and they pay for it. They're pushing out with those pistols rather than waiting for the rush, and both are dropped as the bomb makes its way onto site. It does get planted, and NKL is the last man standing, just him and his 5-7 left to dream with, and we'll see if he's able to push through and get a kill, and he can't. Bodito drops him 6-2. Team Rock steamrolling this lead now.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, again, in decisive push from Team Rock, they really didn't know what to do because of that smokes and 5-7s, but luckily for them, like you said, CTs pushed, and they got the kills there and entered the site. And after that, it was too easy, but 6 rounds already on the T side of Cash. It's looking very, very good for the Team Rock. And now, if they manage to like get 2 more rounds to get in the second half with some kind of advantage, or maybe even better, if they lose a round and then reset the economy again of the CTs, they can even take 10 rounds in this T half, which should be like more than enough. If you're a serious team, it should be more than enough to win the map.
Definitely, but look again, Spy Leader and Dreamer getting extremely aggressive. Spy Leader does grab a kill out of it, but it ends up being a trade as he's dropped himself. So 4v4 now, Dreamer the only man sitting on B site, and with both NKL and Bubble over on A, terrorists are going to have a little bit of a hard time pushing there. Rather than go where they know that a man has been dropped, they decide to just stick over at A site. But NKL rotating through CT right now over towards B site. Not sure what the call was to push them through to there, but Bubble's going to have his work cut out for him as the terrorists push onto site, and that Molotov forcing him out into the crosshairs of Flamey, who is able to secure that kill. Flashy, rather, I apologize. Yeah, Flashy, who has called himself man of the match now, so that's going to be difficult to keep up with. But Victor over on site right now, sitting on Toxic, peeking around from Forklift, not able to secure the kill, though, but it's a 2v1, and Flashy sitting extremely low at 7 health. He is going to grab the op and run for it. They've got that lead. They know that they can be okay with this loss, and he's just going to save what he has. Very good call from him.
Yeah, he saved his AWP. I mean, he didn't have any chances because both of the CTs were on the A side, and now, if they manage to win this round, then they will be resetting the economy of the CTs completely and destroying their money system. So they need to execute their best strat now. So I'm just interested to see what it's gonna be.
Yeah, Botso's going to get boosted here. Up on the boost spot, and he's going to be watching over towards mid. Oh, it's just out of sight. I was hoping to see a bit of a battle happen there, but nothing came of it. Spy Leader moving over towards A side after taking a little bit of damage himself, and he's going to be watching and waiting to see if anybody's going to peek out of Squeaky or move up through Vince either. So neither of those things happen right now. No decisions have been made with that bomb. Team Rock still waiting for a pick to see if they can get an easy entrance onto either site here. But in mid right now, they've got several men beginning to push towards Vince. They molly it off to make sure that nobody's going to be waiting up on top of there. And Spy Leader just peeking around with that M4, but not able to secure a kill. Sitting in highway, though, he comes up face-to-face with the op of Botso, who's able to pick him up just in time before Victor finishes him off as well. Razy, though, stepping through Squeaky, and NKL was watching A main rather than that door and gets picked up, forced to pay for that decision. And it's a 4v2 suddenly, so Gplay not looking too promising here as the bomb. It's actually nowhere near either site right now, still coming from T-spawn, so there is time for a rotate here, but they haven't seen the bomb, so Gplay's not sure where they need to send both of their players. Dreamer, though, going to be watching from all angles, and he does get the first kill, and he's not able to secure the second as Zen comes around and actually secures it himself. So the bomb does go down, and Bubble's the last man standing again with that op in hand. So he's
They need to go for that kill. They need to go to kill him and reset his economy. And they're doing that. You can see them chasing, and one guy left with the bomb, and now he's gonna get the information there is nobody there, and he's gonna go as well. So,
Oh, they found him, but Bubble's able to actually get that kill on his end. We'll see if he can get a second one here as well and do a little bit of damage himself. But he's watching Vince to see if anyone's going to drop through, and he'll get just that. What great reflexes there from Bubble picking up Bodito, and I don't think that Flashy wants to mess with this, and he could have with that Tech 9 up close against the op. That actually could have been pretty dangerous for him. But Bubble is going to start dropping weapons. He does drop an M4, I think that was, for one of his teammates, so they are going to try to buy up to match his op. Able to help his team out a little bit with it.
Yeah. I mean, he dropped that M4, and simply because he got that money for that 2 kills at the end, and it can help them a lot if they manage to win this round.
Definitely. See if they can get another kill added to the 11,000 kills on that M4 right now. I just saw that counter. It's a very big number, but yeah, they are going to start pushing through onto A site, or at least getting some grenades down here, but there was a 3-man stack from Gplay on A site, so Team Rock sees this and sees that they need to back off for just a second, and they do just that. The bomb right now is over towards mid, but no decisions have been made with it quite yet. Zen actually making his way to A main, doesn't see anybody in there, so starts to rotate the bomb over towards B, and with 3 members hovering near A site, then B wouldn't be a bad decision for them to make here, with Bubble being the only man sitting back and watching it. But he does have that op in hand, so it's not necessarily an easy take for them. They'll have to get out and get a great shot there. We had a quick gun battle between Victor and Zen mid, but neither of them was able to drop the other, as Victor's forced to back off with that monkey business, waiting for anybody to push through into Z. And finally, the dedication is made up highway, and Victor actually finally choosing the right moment to come out with that monkey business. Great shots from him, dropping both so, and a very good save round from Gplay there.
Yeah, I mean, it was a terrible push from Hungarian side, and no single flash was thrown, no smoke, nothing, and there was one smoke at the connector, and it was a bad one, because you could actually see through that smoke, and because there is like a big gap. And after that, they pushed up short, got in the crossfire of the cities, and you need to throw something at them and then go for the take of the site. And they just pushed up the highway or the short, what you want to call it, and it was a pure slaughter. And it was a nice round for Gplay, and if they manage to get 8 and maybe the 3 pistol, they can win the map. But it's still looking very good for Team Rock so far.
Definitely, they're making some really great decisions here. They will, again, like you see and like you said, have to save or have to make a rush with these Tech 9s, but they're actually sitting back and taking their time with it. They do have a bit of body armor on Razy, Bozo, and Flashy here, but they do a very strong full team rush. But Bubble's holding off Razy right now before finally being dropped to that Tech 9, and Victor getting a kill as well, and Spy Leader helping out too, but Zen watching those vents, getting a great headshot down, and he's going to switch over to watch the tree room area as Victor's going to be pushing his way through, and I'm waiting for it, and first man to step through is low health. He gets picked up, but Victor was waiting for it to see if he needed to watch the left, and he did. He gets a kill himself, but now it's a 1v1, an op versus an M4, and the M4 wins. NKL moving over to get that defuse, and Gplay taking this round, putting it 5-7 now.
Yeah, it was a decent round for Team Rock because they were echoing. They had Tech 9s and smokes, and they almost got the round. And now they killed 4 people, and they have to spend the money again for that guns and armors and equipment. And if they manage to reset their economy and take this round, I mean, Team Rock, they can take even 10 rounds in this hell. But now Gplay are on the... They're under pressure to win the remaining rounds, to actually have a chance to bring their pick to their advantage.
Yeah, and great gameplay from Rock to pull themselves this far ahead here on T side. Bubble able to put Gplay at an advantage here as Bozo is dropped early on, but the bomb has not been sighted, so we still see 2 men sitting on A site. We've got Victor in mid holding, or in Z rather, holding that middle area. And on B site, Zen able to use that AK to get the kill onto Bubble, but Dreamer with the response, bringing it to a 4v3 right now. The bomb over towards mid, pushing into checkers, but the rotate, it actually hasn't started yet. NKL still sitting in the back corner of A site, but Dreamer, man, he is doing a great job holding on to the site here as he picks up another kill. Almost not able to get a third as Bodita drops him, but Victor with that final kill to end the round. 6-7. If Gplay can pull off 2 more wins here, then they can at least put themselves in a winnable position for T-side.
Yeah, a very chaotic round, by the way, the last one. Bulgarians came on top of it because they had a decent exchange at the start, and they got all the informations of the whereabouts of the terrorists, and they rotated and won the round. But like you said, if they manage to pick up 8 rounds at the half, that can mean something because the momentum will be on their side, and that psychological thing that you actually won half. Even if you played so bad, you actually are still in the lead, and you have that momentum. And if you pick up the second pistol, then you're gonna be feeling great. But it's all like if that happens, we just have to sit back and actually see what's really gonna happen.
Yeah, pretty good size if, but man, Bubble spraying through that smoke, actually able to pick up a kill onto Flashy there, but they're going to start pushing through that smoke, and they're going to be made to pay for it. But Victor has that M4 sitting in tree room. He does get flashed out, though. They are completely blinded as Zen steps through, gets the kill onto Spy Leader, and then the bomb will go down. It's a 2v3, certainly not impossible for Gplay to take this and put it back in their favor. But with NKL and Victor both sitting in tree room, they're going to have a hard time getting back out onto this site. That flash, it's very difficult to flash on B site. Man, that Molotov, though, dropping Zen. Razy trying to put that FAMAS to use. Victor pushing through tree room, but Razy's crosshairs were ready. What I was saying, it's pretty difficult to flash out onto B site effectively unless you're flashing straight onto that platform, because there are so many obstacles that anyone that's on site can get behind. And if you
you can flash through the window, to that window from that toxic area, and you can throw small Molotovs through there, and you can basically...
Really difficult to retake that B site once you've lost complete control of it, but we saw as Team Rock was able to hold it, and right now, kills happening left and right. Man of the match grabbing a kill over on B site, but Victor with that 5-7, getting 2 kills himself. Great job. Man, that monkey business really putting itself to work as the bomb is dropped on A site, and Flashy was sitting over on B site while all of this was going down. 8-6 right now, but it's looking like Gplay will be able to put this into an 8-7.5 unless Flashy can make something really strong happen here. We'll see if they're able to pull it off, but it's not impossible. I mean, I've seen Flashy do some really great work. He is considered to be the best man on the team, so if anyone's going to do it, it could be him, but right now he's not doing the best by any means on the team, so we'll see if he's able to make it happen. He does bring down Spy Leader all the way to just 5 health waiting to see if anybody else is peeking from quad box, and that grenade is going to bring Victor down low as well. And Flashy with the pre-fire able to get that kill, and he will actually get the bomb plant as well. So great take here by him just in time with only 1 second remaining. And look, Spy Leader already running, did not expect that to happen. But Flashy's going to peek around, and he actually gets picked up by Spy Leader. Man, great gameplay from both of them there. But Gplay taking this, putting it 7-8.
Really decent try from Flashy there. He could actually won this round, and he went for the right decision for that timing peak, and he had a chance. He just missed his bullet, and after that he was dead. But it was a nice try though, and they are in the lead now after the T half of the cash, and I think if they manage to win the CT pistol, they can close this one out. But it's not gonna be easy as we speak. But let's just see what they're going to do, and they're going into default setup as I see. No, 2 guys on the middle, 1 guy on the B, and 2 guys on the A. They're kind of expecting some kind of a split, and the bomb is over onto B side, so they need to figure it out fast, otherwise they're going to lose the round.
Definitely, and that's going to be bad news for them. The A split is fake for just a moment, and Gplay actually gets exactly what they wanted. Look at that empty B site. They're just going to get right out onto site, get that bomb down. Great fake there from Victor. He's still sitting back, battling on B, or battling on A rather, trying to keep some guys busy, and he does just that. But Zen is able to pick up a kill on NKL, but Dreamer responding with a kill himself. Flashy grabbing Victor, Dreamer grabbing Bodito. It's a 3v1 now as Flashy's the last man standing for Team Rock, and he gets picked up in mid. Gplay taking the pistol round on T side. That was a really, really smart move from Gplay, faking that A push.
Yeah, they kind of stacked people on middle on A, kind of expecting that A split, but it's not very good decision because you don't want to gamble on this kind of pistols, which you actually need, and you need to go for some kind of aggressive pick and then switch back to default. And the only way that you can actually gamble is that you know something that maybe they're like 100% push to the A side or something like that. Maybe you try to anti-strat them, but gambling like this, it rarely pays out. I mean, you need to be lucky to actually get the people on that side that you have like 3 or 4 people, and then after that execute well and take the round. They managed to fail in both of these kind of things, and it's a round for Gplay.
Yes, Gplay likely will be able to pull themselves into a advantageous position here if they can put their lead ahead of Team Rock. As we said at the beginning of this match, it is a CT-sided map, so it's easier said than done. But if Gplay can put this advantage to work for them, I say it's both Spy Leader and almost Dreamer are dropped. Dreamer was able to take that trade, though, but they've got the bomb on A site, but the full rotate is already happening from Team Rock. It would be much smarter for them to back off and start a rotate here. But NKL actually responding with the kill there. Bodito grabbing 2. And Bozo and Zen, though, it's a 1v2 now. And Gplay losing that second round after winning the first pistol. That's bad news for them.
Oh yeah, it's like it was in the first half as well. Again, indecisive pushes. I mean, wrong angles, wrong timings, wrong smokes. It all add up, and it's a great thing for Team Rock to win this round because the momentum is now switched back. If they manage to convert this one, and it's going to be an fast A push. So let's see what's going to happen there. Then we can talk about the situation.
See what they're able to do with this now. All 5 members towards A. And look, not a single member of Team Rock actually on A site, but Razy sitting back from Highway, able to get that first kill onto Victor, and they need all of it that they can get right now as Gplay pushes so strongly onto the site. It's a 4v5, but if Team Rock had the choose. Good to be back with you. Again, we apologize for the constant issues that we've been having today, but now this is freezing for me as well. Give me just a moment, guys, to be back with you. Are you able to have the stream back up? Or are you able to see what's going on right now, Facade?
Yeah, I'm still in the game, and I'm looking at the. It's the first gun round, so nothing really important is happening so far because there are 10 players alive on the server, and it's looking like a default setup for Gplay, who lost the last round. That people I don't know if they could see, but it's currently 11-8 in favor of Team Rock, and now it's gonna be a middle push for the Gplay, and they're going for that A split with the main and the highway, but the nice opening kills from Boko, and let's see what's gonna happen. Are you back in the game?
Yeah, back in the game as Bozo came behind with that FAMAS and was actually able to secure those kills. Great job from him, but the bomb's still not down right now, and Team Rock doing a great job of holding. They've actually got the bomb dropped. Bozo, though, falling to the gun of NKL as, I'm sorry, it was Bozo there. Bodito actually securing that final kill. Great shot from him as NKL is dropped, and it's 12-8 in favor of Team Rock. Guys, TeamSpeak, the TeamSpeak server we were on just decided to great ending there for Team Rock.
Yeah, I have to say that Bodito is playing really, really good. He had the 30 frags at the first map, and now he's really, really getting some important kills. Even though he's the last on the scoreboard, he's really having some important kills.
Wow,
and
look how
he's really
quickly
stepping up.
Yeah, this one ended so quickly. 13-8 now after that one. Team Rock absolutely shutting down Gplay. With that rush that happened there, but Gplay, they will have enough. In fact, they have to buy up here as much as they can, at least, unless they want to go for that 8-14 match. But they're buying the Tech 9, the armor, and they've got the AK in the hands of NKL as well. So we'll see if they're able to take this round in their favor. They're just going to go for an all-out A rush here, but Team Rock has really shown some great gameplay and their ability to take this to a 2-0 win so far. Which is likely what's going to happen. I mean, I don't want to count it out quite yet, but Razy looking over that smoke, not able to see anybody, but he could be taking them by surprise here, coming from behind, waiting for that smoke to clear. He could find himself in a pretty good spot. The gun, interesting glitch there. I don't actually see the gun in Razy's hand, but he does come around. Look at those kills. Great shot from Razy with the headshot on quad. Steps out and is actually able to secure yet another kill. And the bomb defuse will happen. Team Rock shutting down Gplay once again and putting this at 14-8. Gplay, they just can't catch a break here.
Yeah, I mean, it was a strange push through that smoke from Razy. He kind of stayed there and killed the guy who was trying to go back to the main, and then he forced other people to come to him, and he killed 2 people, and then a rotation from the B side and middle came, and it was all over. And they're forcing up again. I mean, now they have money to actually buy AKs and all the equipment, but last round was totally unnecessary, and it's looking really, really good for the Hungarian side to actually close this map and the match.
Yeah, exactly. Making this a 2-0 in their favor. Not expected by any means for Team Rock to take this so decisively, especially after that second half, or after the first half, I should say. They really put up, or Gplay really put up a great fight and made it a match worth watching, but Team Rock is really just running away with this now here on the CT side. So we'll see if they can continue to secure this win. Bomb right now over towards A site, but is actually picked up by Spy Leader, and they begin to move it towards B. They didn't get any sort of rotate or anything, but they know that Team Rock has to be pretty spread out right now after losing Razy early on. So if they can make a good decision here, then they have the opportunity to take this round in their favor. And they start to move over towards B. They're smoked off right now, but Bodito, expecting something to happen, they Team Rock decides to split 2 and 2 on their sites, and we'll see if Bodito and Zin can hold. Zin with 2 great kills there, steps around, not able to get a third, but brings it down to a 3v2 for the retake from Botso and from Flashy. But Botso drops to the AK of Dreamer. Flashy able to get a kill with that M4, but he's going to have his work cut out for him as he pushes his way back to site. I don't see much of a... Well, I mean, it's a 1v2, so the retake is possible, but they have the room to save this gun if they wanted to. But Flashy, with that first kill, turns around, not able to get that flick onto Victor, and Victor does pick up the kill. 14-9 now in favor of Team Rock still, but Gplay... Oh, but look at the money situation. I mean, of course, why wouldn't he go for it? That's with over 10 grand on every single player there. There was no reason for him to sit back. So it was a good move for him to try to get that retake.
Now this is a decent chance to actually for Team Rock to actually win this, to close this map, because if they win this, there is no money left on the T side. They will get their money bonus like resetted, and that's gonna spell doom for them. So they need to focus on this round. I mean, the Team Rock, if they want to win this, and as far as Gplay goes, they need to go one round at a time and try to get back into this match.
And Botso pulling out that op mid, checking to see if anyone's pushing through. He sees nobody, though, as Gplay. They've started stepping back, taking a breath, and seeing if they can get any picks before they actually try to maneuver onto any sites here. But right now, Bubble the only man holding B right now for Gplay to see if anybody's going to get aggressive through there. But we haven't seen Team Rock get aggressive really a single time here on the CT side, so I would be very surprised to actually see that happen. Botso does catch the head, though, of Victor, and Victor drops to that op, so the bomb starts to make its way towards A site, and we see a very strong rotate from Team Rock so far. NKL grabbing a kill on Flashy, and Dreamer dropping Botso as well. NKL with another great shot on Terazi. That Molotov, though, burning him alive as Dreamer drops in as well, and Gplay able to take this round in their favor. Very important win for them if they wanted to stay in this game.
Yeah, really good exchange after entering that site, and that backstab at the end really finished the round in the right way for Gplay. And now they're going full again, which is a nice call, and they're trying once again to reset their economy and finish the match, and they have the necessary equipment. Maybe they don't have full flashes and grenades, but maybe they can go aggressive and try to get the opening kill.
And that's what they're going to need. Team Rock, though, after that second buy-up and second loss, they're going to find themselves in a very rough spot if they can't win this round as well. So this is the chance for Gplay to really make Team Rock work for this win. So Gplay finding themselves in a bit more of a comfortable spot. The pressure's a little bit more off their shoulders. So right now, Dreamer just firing blindly through that smoke to see if anybody's going to get brave and push through. Hopefully he can get a blind kill there, but nobody does. Like I said, Team Rock not being aggressive here. They're just sitting back on their sites, letting Gplay walk into their crosshairs, and it's really working out for them in this matter. We've got 2 men boosted in mid there in case anybody does push through, but right now Gplay, that clock is running down. They're going to have to start doing something if they want to
Looks like
make
a B
this
split
work for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we are going to see just that. The B split, Bubble getting the kill onto Bodito as he makes his way on site. Botso sitting in the back of site, though, not making his presence known quite yet. Waiting to see as they come up onto site. He gets the first kill, makes himself known, and NKL responds quickly by taking him out. It's a 3v2 now. Gplay looking like they can definitely take this in their favor, and Dreamer able to secure the kill onto Razy as well, as Razy didn't check his lower angle there, and that's going to force Flashy to back up and save that M4. This is going to put Team Rock in a really rough spot financially now.
Yeah, they have to go eco after this one. They need to save this gun and maybe go with the aggressive pick with the same gun in the next round, and then try to maybe win a round, but they need to go eco and try to talk this out and maybe figure out a plan to actually win one or maybe both of the rounds. And I don't know, I mean, I would go with some kind of a squeaky push or maybe AWP solo on the B side, and then go with the triple stack on the middle, try to take control of that, and then rotate it to the sides. And they're in the default setups, and it's not really working for them now because they're getting picked off, and they need to change up something. And this is opportunity for them to actually talk this through and figure out the plan for the next couple of rounds.
And so we see his interesting little boost spot here from Flashy on B site. It's a drop low. Victor already down to 19 health, and Spy Leader and himself both get dropped early on, but it's a trade. 3v3 as Razy takes some major damage as well, and he is finally dropped, but not before bringing Bubble down to 10 health. But Flashy trying to jump through that smoke to hopefully surprise someone, but he's not able to do that. And Gplay take this round as well. Team Rock do take out 2 of their members, but it's still not nearly as well as they could have hoped to have done. But financially, they'll finally be able to buy up and really give Gplay a run for their money here now.
Yeah, I mean, now this is an important round for both of the teams, because with a win on this round, Rock would be on 3 map points, and Gplay would be in a difficult spot. And if Gplay managed to win this round, then it's going to be 14-14 probably, and then we have a very, very important round coming after that. But fast, aggressive push from Gplay, and it's not really working out. Yeah.
Oh, not at all. They get shut down as they make their way in. Spy Leader down to 30 health, Victor at 41, and we had a bit of a jump there from GoTV as the round ended, and Rock was able to take it 15-12 right now, and both teams able to buy up here. We do see Galil in the hands of Gplay, so it's a bit of a force. Not really, though. Full guns for both sides, and both of them at full power here. So we'll see if Gplay is able to secure this tie. If they can take this round, then they do have an opportunity to do that. But it's going to really be difficult for them, as Team Rock has had such great momentum on each of these wins. They don't really win a round and then lose 2. They seem to win in bulk. So we'll see if they're able to continue that trend here. And right now they've got 3 men over near A site with Botso. He will be able to rotate up to Toxic and hold on to that site pretty effectively if the push does happen. But the bomb is sitting over towards B. So with Bodito being alone on that site, if Dreamer and Bubble can take him out, then a great plant can happen. Victor on site, NKL, yeah, decent plant. NKL picking up both, so Victor grabbing Zen right now, and the rotate doesn't happen though. The bomb, Bodito stays on site because the bomb was not spotted, and he's able to grab the first kill onto Bubble, comes around and drops the bomb from Dreamer. So great job from him not responding to that push, and the other 2 remaining members of Team Rock make their way towards the bomb as Spy Leader is dropped mid. So that's the game. Team Rock takes it 2-0, finishing off Gplay.